All right, guys, we got 118 items going out for a total of $376. And I just sold another one, but I'm waiting on it to pay. So let's get to pulling these orders, guys. What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to show you guys what's going out on eBay for me. I didn't check to see if I have any on Poshmark, but I don't think I do. Either way it goes, how are you guys doing? How are sales going for you guys? Let me know down below, guys, if you guys are having good sales, if sales are bad for you, if sales are the same, if everything's the way that you want it to be. I know we're having a lot of different variable experiences across the whole eBay. The eBay reseller community is very different for a lot of us. At the end of the day, you know, are you having the experience that you want, which is what my question is. Me personally, it's going okay. You know, I could be, you know, doing more. I could be doing less. Last night on the live stream, I discussed potentially going back up to 30 items a day. Now I know there's going to be somebody that decides to troll me over that. That's neither here nor there. You know, my business doesn't affect you. What I choose to do inside my business has no merit on anyone. But I'm trying to figure out, because this time last year, I was selling 40 to 45 items a day, right? But my payouts every day was only like $275. This morning, I got a $275 payout and I only sold 13 items yesterday. So I'm still making the same amount of money that I was making last year. But this year, my focus is on the dollar amount of items for the ASP, right? So if I can keep this mindset and keep the amount of money that I'm making going net into my bank account, I think adding 10 more items to my store every day that are of the same caliber of items that I've been listing this year so far, I'll be able to make an additional $100 to $200 a day. So that'll make my payouts going from $275 in my bank account every day to probably closer to $500 every day. And that's the goal. If I could do that with only 10 more listings, I think that's a sweet spot. So I'm going to give it a try and I'll report back to you guys on if that actually works. You know, I do these experiments months at a time, right? I'm 5 months in on the experiment of just doing 20 a day and it's going okay, but it could be going better. So I'm going to try to make a little tweak, make a little adjustment and see how that pans out over the next few months as well. So what types of tweaks or adjustments or, you know, ideas do you guys have to implement inside your business? I know the only other person that I see that makes pretty well, I don't watch a lot of eBay content either. So that's also, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But I see James makes a lot of, you know, experiments or test runs or things on his store. And he's very open about it, very transparent about the results. I don't see very many other people do stuff like that. So, you know, I know Bo's been making changes in his listings lately and the type of, not his listings per se, but the type of items that he's listing, the things that he's sourcing, how he's sourcing and everything. Totally different than what he was doing this time last year. So are any of you guys implementing things like that, or are you just rocking it out the way that you've been doing it because everything's still going fine for you? Let me know that down below in the comment section as well. So a little bit of housekeeping before I get into what sold. We are over halfway to the fundraiser for the mission trip for the Vacation Bible School for, you know, inner city children. If you guys want to help out with that, there's a link down below in the description where you guys can donate anything. It doesn't have to be a lot. You can donate $5 if you want to the mission trip. Now, this will lead to other people coming to know Jesus. We can actually talk to these kids about Jesus. Second, there is a Patreon link down below as well. We're getting close to releasing the website for you to be able to look up sell-through rate and determine whether an item's worth buying or not, based on the metrics that you see on the website. Now, can you use eBay to do this? Yeah, but there's been steadily people asking over and over and over, is there a website or is there an app that I can just look up sell through? Yes, there's a website coming to you right now. Exclusive access, link down below in the Patreon. You guys can join that too. And another, Vendu, 25% off, link down below in the description. Just had somebody sign up yesterday. Thank you to you. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are having the same success using Vendu that I am. So let's show you guys these 18 items and see if you guys see some things that you didn't know about, or, you know, you probably don't, because I see, well, you probably won't, because I sell the same things over and over every single day. So nothing changes. All right, let me pull some of these items and show you guys what we got. All right, guys, got me a little cubby hole of this shelf where inventory is getting consolidated. My brother's been consolidating the storage for me for I want to say about a month or two now. And he just consolidates it every once a week, and then it just keeps on getting reconsolidated and reconsolidated. So I got an open space right here right now. So we'll go ahead and start pulling these orders. Prop him up on the old cup of coffee. Got Lucky Brand Pearl Snap shirt sold for $9.50. That's a men's medium. Repeat buyer here. Got a Wallflower, not a great brand. I wouldn't pick this up again. Wallflower denim jacket sold for $12. That's a women's large. Got this St. Louis Blues men's large t-shirt sold for $8.50. Got these, what are these? Got these Zara men's khakis. These are a men's 34, sold on a best offer of $12. English Laundry. It's got like this Japanese racing, like drifting, you know where my mind's at, type of stuff on it. That's sold for $12.75. That is also from a repeat buyer as well. That was a men's medium. These are Duluth Trading Company, like waffle knit sweatpants. Men's large, and those sold for a best offer of $17. This guy battled it out with me on this shirt for a couple of days. Kept offering me $4 on it. Kept offering me like $4.50 on it, $5. And I had it listed for $14. I kept declining it. Finally, he sent me a $9 offer. So I was like, okay, that's closer to in line with just someone trying to get something for free shipping. So I just gave it to him for the $9. That's a men's extra large. So yeah, guys, with these types of items, some of those items are good items. A lot of them are old items though. 16 on a Skew, 2000 is probably about 4 or 5 months old. So not the greatest experience on selling that. This is from last year around this time. This is from last year around this time. This is from January of last year. You know, all these items are very old. Even this is about, I'd say October of last year. So a lot of older items moving out the door. So those items are items that I'm not going to be picking up anymore. Now, Duluth, on the other hand, I would still pick that up again. But like this type of item, I don't know what that even was. Why did I pick that up? Zara can do okay, but I'm going to be real selective over the stuff that I'm picking up from certain brands because I don't want to have to let it sit through 6 to 8 months of, you know, or price decreases, markdown sales, and things like that. Now there's some of this that's going to be subjective because I'll look up the sell-through rate, I'll look at the ASP, and all that's constantly changing because someone can list an item for $25 and then accept the $15 price on it, right? They'll accept the $15 offer or send out an offer, and if that happens often enough, that becomes the new norm for the price of the item. So a lot of it's subjective, right? I can list an item at $25 and then the price changes within 3 months because everybody's accepting lower offers. So sometimes you got to know what you have too. And I've been doing what Kaylee Elaine's been doing on quite a few items lately, pricing them at the market and turning off best offer, because if I know that they'll sell, history has shown me in the last 4 years that they keep selling for that price. I don't have to let somebody else come get it for $10. You know what I mean? Now, before I get into these next handful of items, as you guys can see, I have this inventory system where it's set up by Custom Skew. I did have someone ask me yesterday on the live stream, what's the best way to start a Custom Skew system? He's got 500 items listed, but none of them are in the Skew. So let's just say this first box right here was nothing, no Skew was here. I would start this at number 1, and I would just pull one of these boxes and say this next box down here didn't have any numbers on it. I would just go literally in order. I would pull the item out, type it in eBay in the search in my store, slap the number 1 on there in the Custom Skew box. Now say that box of inventory over there on the table, which is new listings, say I want to keep listing in between that. So then what I would have to do is combine those 2 boxes together. So what I would do is I would take this box put it next to that box, and then start mixing those two items, those two boxes together in that half full box. So this would go behind all those all those new listings. Even though this is older, these items would start with the number one SKU over there. Number one on down, I say there's 10 items in that box. So this would become number 11, 12, 13, 14 until that box got filled up, right? Now, if I wanted to continue listing that pile of items next to it, I would hold off to where this half box would be empty still. I would start another box over there. I would grab one of those empty boxes, start listing those items until I got all those items listed for the day, and then I would redo the rest of this box. So say those 40 items over there would then end up being 60. I would start with the other half of this box at 70, 71, 72, 73. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I didn't lose you there. But the way I would do it, I would keep up with the normal routine of things, and would be to just add in the old listings on an incremental basis to where I got it all done eventually. But I wouldn't stop listing to start adding old items into a new inventory system. You just want to keep it rolling. So if you guys want to get this inventory system, it's very simple to use. I know that what I just probably explained didn't make the most of sense to everybody if you don't use it yet, but once you start using this inventory system, what I just said will make perfect sense. But you can get all these supplies down below, linked in the description. From the bags, I use two different size bags. I use 10 by 13 for t-shirts and most sweatshirts and most pants. Sometimes though, I do use a 12 by 15 for bigger items. But most of the time, all items are going to fit in the 10 by 13 bags. I buy 1,000 of those at a time, and I buy 200 of the 20 or the 12 by 15 bags at a time because I just don't use them that much. And then I use these boxes that are 8 by 8 by 32 in the length. So all these items are linked down below in the description if you guys want to use them. So let's get to these items. Alrighty, we got a pair of American Eagle gym shorts, men's small. Those sold for, what in the heck, where's the price at? Okay, those sold for $13.60. Got this Puma hoodie, women's 2XL, sold for a best offer of $10. Got these Bonobos pants. These are a men's 3330. These sold for $29.75. Got this Nirvana t-shirt that sold for a best offer of $11. Hey, Cheryl Miller, my accountant, is now going live on YouTube. Sorry, Cheryl, I won't be able to attend. These are Gap pants, kind of like jogger khakis, sold for $10 on a best offer. These are 2XL. And I got this women's, says it's a Russell Athletic sweater. So Russell Athletic is good, made in the USA, even better. This only sold for $18 though, because it's a Sig Ep mom sweatshirt. A lot of women's stuff don't sell as well as men's stuff does. Okay, now these are going to be the last few items on eBay. I do have a Poshmark sale to show you guys, but this is a Culver's. Do you guys have Culver's where you live? It's known for its American burgers and frozen custard. This is an employee polo shirt, women's, sold for $20. It's a women's size small. We got this vintage Mickey sleep shirt. It is a one size fits all. I listed it as a men's shirt, sold for $15, although I'm certain it's a woman that bought it. Maddie Given is their name. This is a Alabama 50th anniversary tour shirt, so therefore best offer of $20. That's not vintage, it's modern. That is a men's large. Then I got this vintage, or not vintage. I said vintage because it's a really old item in my SKU, 5362. I got this Adidas Climacool women's shirt, size small, sold for a best offer of $5. And I got this Catherine Daniels shirt, not an item I would pick up again. Just like this women's Adidas shirt is not an item I'd pick up again. This sold for $7. That's a women's small. So not the type of item that I'm listing anymore in my store. I'm just really glad to see it go. I got one item to list, one item that's sold on Poshmark. I want to show you guys. As I said, Vendu guys, you guys can hit that Vendu link up and get 25% off of your first month. You have to ask for the subscription that I use, which is the unlimited plan. It's not available to the public unless you ask for it, but it's $70 a month. And I think it's worth it if you're listing over 250 items a month. This item right here, number 21216, 21216 is going to be back here. 21216, super easy to pull these items in this inventory system. This is a South Fork, Colorado t-shirt. So for $20, that is a men's 2XL. And you know, anytime that I can pick up like a destination shirt, I do. Not all of them sell for $20, but it depends on the look of them if I charge $20 for them or not. And this has that distressed look, kind of vintage appeal to it. So I'll list it for $20 and sold full asking price. So really satisfied with that sale. So guys, that is the sales going out. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section. That way I can address them in the next video. That's going to do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.